Got to put myself back in that place again. Well, when you're down on your luck and you ain't got a buck, in London you're a goner. Even London Bridge has fallen down and moved to Arizona. Now I know why.
I want to know what the P stands for. I've known Gary for over 40 years, and I don't know what the P stands for. But I love him. He's a good friend of mine, and he was a great keyboard player, guitar player, songwriter, singer. He had it all. He has it all, because the past tense would not apply here.
But if you beat me down to Corpus, just find that little place we'd like to stay. Take a day or two, make it all brand new on Corpus Christi Bay.
I still like to do the dances because for me, I grew up, that's the reason you had a band, to play for dance music. So things have changed a great deal. Everybody wants to put on a big show now, but I still really, really enjoy having the people, because for me, it's like me providing a service for them. It's not about me. It's about them, you know, to have them come and enjoy. And then if they have a wonderful time, say, man, I had the best time and Gary P. Nunn was playing. You know, that to me, that's the goal that I've always had.
There's me and Willie and Jerry, Jeff, Mike Murphy, Hubbard, and all the rest. Rusty Weir's just doing his thing. Come on, everybody, won't you help us? Hey, Flacco!
The way Gary Nunn thinks about music and songs is I'm on the same page, you know. He really loves being from Texas and Oklahoma, and he really thinks that singing about your own backyard is the best way to go. And so we're reaching lists.
It's the spirit of all the people who share this land. It's another burrito. It's a cold, long star in my hand. It's a quarter bar. The jukebox boys play the sons of the mother loving.
What I like about Texas, well, that came about, Jerry Ritzloff from Lone Star Beer gave me a call one day and said we didn't need another ad for Lone Star. We'd done one previously. And so I thought about it for a while, and I'd been up to Colorado, and I was coming back down out of the mountains and looking at the plains of Texas, and so I got a vision of what the song would be. And I drove on down to my mother's house. It was Christmas Day, and went in her piano and made it up, and that was it. And it was an ad for Lone Star Beer. I love the song. It's one of my favorite songs that I do, and I enjoy doing it. The audience always seems, always get a really good response from it. So, yeah, a badge of honor. I'll just wear that with pride.
Play the sons of the mother love Bunkhouse Bay.
Your Armadillo, well, in '72, I was in London with Michael Murphy. I was working with him. We'd made the Geronimo's Cadillac and the Cosmic Cowboy record, and he put me up with his brother-in-law in this very nice flat, but the flat was cold all day long, and I didn't have any money. And so one day I just picked up the guitar, little guitar I had, and started, said, well, when you're down on your luck and you ain't got a buck, London, you're a goner.
Well, when you're down on your luck and you ain't got a buck, London, you're a goner. Even London Bridge is falling down and moved to Arizona. Now I know why. In awesome substantiate the rumor that the English sense of humor is drier than the Texas sand. You can put up your dukes or you can bet your boots I'm leaving just as fast as I can. I wanna go home with the armadillo. Country music from Amarillo and Abilene. Friendliest people and the prettiest women you've ever seen.
Later that year, Jerry Jeff invited me to come down and play for the record that became Viva Terlingua. And we did a live show on the Saturday night after a week of recording in Luckenbach Dance Hall. And so late in the evening, toward the end of the show, he looked over at me and said, play that song. Play that song that you were playing this afternoon out under the trees. And so I played it and the crowd went crazy. The engineer came in and said, you gotta do it again, you gotta do it again, we weren't ready for you. So that's when, I don't know if you're familiar with it, but he goes, I say, let me see if I can put myself back in that place again. Because we just brought down the house with the show, you know, and you have to start all over from the beginning. So that's where that came. We played it again, they got it, and they put it on the record, and then they came out and said they wanted me to join Jerry Jeff's band.
I wanna go home with the armadillo. Good country music from Amarillo and Abilene.
He was able to bridge that gap, which we were all trying to do, between the rock and roll world of the 60s and what became known as progressive country or outlaw country or whatever we called it of the 70s and 80s. The style that they set, the combination of rock and roll, country music, and great songwriting is the basis of what we see now with the Texas Red Dirt scene. And without Gary P. Nunn, there would be none of that.
The last thing I needed, the first thing this morning, was to have you walk out on me.
Gary P. Nunn, he was one of the first people that extended a hand to me. I went down, we left Stillwater drunk, and it's a great story for the kids, but drove tried to find Luckenbach. You know, we'd heard all these songs, and Gary P. was playing at the Broken Spoke. Never met him before, and we thought, well, we'll go watch him. And he invited us, my band, never heard us before, never met me, to come play at his Hannah festival. He had a Terlingua North for a few years, and he called a lot of the clubs for us and said, hey, you need to put this band in there after we got together, and he saw our band. But he was one of the first people that was nice to the Okies, but he was very cool to us.
Gary P., man, you've been so good to me throughout the years. You took us to Texas, and then it all changed for us. I really do appreciate it from everybody's heart, but from Jeremy and I, you took us in, you took care of us, and I appreciate it, sir. We love you with every bit of our soul, man.
The last thing I needed, the first thing this morning, was to have you walk out on me.
Well, Leonard Cohen once said to me, he said, son, success is survival. So I always took that to heart. As long as I could keep going and I enjoyed it, and as long as I was healthy. And I said, I'll just keep on going because I enjoy it very much. I really do.
You know, Gary P. Nunn could have faded into obscurity and just collected royalties on his songs, but he gets out there every week all over the country and plays his music and loves it and lives it. And, you know, you won't see him bitching about anything because he knows how lucky we are to play music for a living and be creative. You know, that's the hallmark of the real guys is, you know, he'd be doing this if he wasn't getting paid. And he doesn't get paid enough, I'll have you know.